connection day and knowing Bama State was gonna be my home. Hey y'all, hey, and welcome back to A Chance of Sunny. Today we will be doing a sip and paint and story time. I have my nighttime mimosa with muscadine wine, and we will be having just a little story time about my freshman year of college and how difficult it was, how not being away from home was, I wouldn't say I missed home, but I would say it was different. I was, during high school, I was never the type to just go out. I was what they call in the South a knee baby. I didn't I didn't hang out in high school. I didn't party. I didn't go to games. I had friends. Well, I had finally made friends in my senior year. They were all guys. They would come to my house and guilt me into like, okay, let's go bowling or let's go to the park or something. And I don't know why I didn't hang out or why I didn't indulge in being out with people my age, but the script flipped when I got to college. My freshman year, first semester, all summer I didn't know where I was going to school. I never just said, I want to go to school here or I want to go to school here. All I knew was I wanted to attend an HBCU. The black, the beautiful, and the bold. Let's just say the bold. I looked around at some schools. I didn't know what I was majoring in. I thought I wanted to be a teacher. And then I realized I kind of hate kids. But not hate. That's just harsh word. Let's say despise kids. So when deciding on a school, I didn't really know. My mom was pressuring me about what school to go to, what school should I, what are you looking for? And all I knew was I didn't want to be home. I didn't want to be at a community college, and I wanted to be surrounded by people with my skin complexion and look like me. The closest HBCU to me was Tuskegee. That was out of the question because I did not want to pay that much money. I was smart in high school, but I didn't get smart until my junior year. I played around a lot. I went to class, but I wasn't in class, So my grades were decent. Just decent. Fairly decent. I decided, no Tuskegee, can't do it. What's next? Little old Alabama State. I toured Alabama State with my cousins. They came down and they toured Alabama State with me. And I remember pulling up to the school and saying, oh my goodness. And I remember being like, this is the school for me. We don't have to go nowhere else. This is it. It was connection day. I seen the cubes. I seen the sigmas. I seen the deltas. I seen the band. And I was just wowed. That was really home. I didn't care about the pots in the roads. I didn't care about the buildings were not the best. I knew when I stepped on that campus that was going to be my school. So we did connection day, and we, what else did we do? We watched the Q's and the Deltas, and we watched the band, and we toured the school. And my cousin said, "Is this your home?" And I just remember being like, "Girl, I'm packing up in my head. Baby, do you not see what I see?" After moving day, we still had, I want to say, about 3 days on campus. It's just a way for you to kind of learn campus. You move in early, kind of get the feel of being away from home and being on your own. So after move-in day, I remember waking up very early and going to the calf. Freshman year, the calf was an option, but also my last resort. I remember waking up, going to the calf with my sweet mate, Tierney. We are still friends to this day. The adventures me and Tierney had, yet alone, is enough to write a book. But I remember going to breakfast, walking in, looking crazy, and not realizing that, you know, I'm now at college. I am a woman, and you just can't be out here caught looking any kind of way. And there I was caught looking any kind of way, and I had no idea that the cab would be that packed on campus at 8 o'clock in the morning. So, very, very, very much embarrassed, but very, very too hungry to leave. We ate, and that was just kind of all I remember about that day. Freshman year in a whole was adventurous, but it also taught me that who you started with will not be the people who you end with. I made friends at the beginning of freshman year. Let's say I started off with a solid girl group of like 6, and I ended with 2 my freshman year. Not to sound harsh, but people fall off. Things happen. Boyfriends come into mind. Other friends come into play. People fall off. People grow up. People grow. We are not stationary. We are meant to change. And if you are not changing, you are not living. So, I remember I had 2 best friends. I remember being a butthole. What I can say, freshman year taught me how to grow up, how to communicate, how to say when things are bothering me instead of being passive aggressive and just, letting it all build up until it just blows up into this steam of this fight that really was something that could have been talked out, or even not something to even be upset about. So I remember I had these 2 best friends. I won't say their names, but I remember we did everything together. I mean everything. We were the 3 amigos. We really were. And we even started a YouTube. We made 1 video. I don't know. I can't even remember the name, but I just remember the fallout of us was me. The second semester, beginning of freshman year, the beginning of the second semester of freshman year, I remember just being, I don't know if it was insecure, being jealous hearted. I just remember not being myself, let alone dealing with this guy I was talking to that kind of didn't treat me as good as I supposed to be treated, or me not realizing it because he's just the guy and I'm interested and it's my first adult relationship, and that's a story for another time. And I just remember we got into it and it turned into, I was mad at the world. I was mad at everybody. My friends were doing great. They was living their best lives. And I just remember being so angry. I was so angry because everybody was so happy and I wasn't there yet. I hadn't totally found myself. I wasn't totally in love with myself. And I just remember anything that made someone else feel good made me feel horrible. Normal things that would make people feel good, I felt horrible because I knew I was not supposed to be this way. I was not supposed to be angry all the time. I was not supposed to be, pushing my friends away, and which was such a petty little thing. I turned into this big, 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 big thing that ended up in us not talking anymore. We didn't communicate at all. I ended freshman year with my sweet mate and my roommate. And I just remember being ending the year and blossoming and growing because all that I had went through over the time, it kind of just turned me into this new person, and I was officially a grown woman. My word of advice to incoming freshmen: live. Do it. Don't regret it. Learn from it. Try it again. Live it. Learn it. Don't regret it. Try it again if you need to do it again. Because looking back, freshman year is definitely your best year. Freshman year is amazing. And it only gets better as you go along your journey because you learn what you like and what you don't like, and what clubs to go to and what clubs not to go to, and who friends to hang out with and what friends not to hang out with per occasion. So it only gets better with time, but freshman year is just new. It's great. Sophomore year was great. Sophomore year was like fall time. It's like the settling of a summer of fun, but it's still fun because it's learning. You're getting more serious with what you want to do in life. You're getting more into things that'll help you advance in your community, your major. You're getting involved in making contacts and starting to find you or embracing the person you are. So I would say freshman year, don't fall into the trap. Don't buy all that stuff. You will not use it. Save those gift cards. Read the reviews of Uber drivers. Plan your weekends out for partying and studying. Wash your clothes. Don't let them pile up. And just have fun. This concludes my paint and sip and chat talk. I stenciled this. Not that much. Kind of cute. Maybe. I will see you guys in a couple of days, and we will do something else. Maybe a DIY, maybe a something. I don't know exactly what yet. I have this dresser that I'm restoring. I'm now in the midst of sanding it down, and I'm going to paint it. I'm thinking my room colors would be a soft pink, a gray, and a white. So I have these gray gold doorknobs, and I'm not sure if I'm going to paint it a really soft gray or a white yet, but stay tuned for that. That will be its own separate video. As always, stay sunny, live, love, and don't regret.